What's going on, George? What's up? What's up? What's up? So we got about 4.5 minutes here till close. The stream technically wasn't supposed to start until the bell, but I always want to get on here early for earnings stream so we can see the closing print, meaning, there's usually a very big buy or sell or both orders right at close. And typically that will kind of show you what move is about to come. So, wanted to hop on here early, answer any questions you guys have. I have no predictions on Meta. I'm not swinging this. I'm not trying to make money on this. Just here to kind of talk through it and walk through the whole thing and see what happens. I'll definitely be looking to trade it tomorrow. But we need to see what happens today. Is anyone in here right now looking to swing this or have any predictions on it? I'm anxious to hear. We're kind of at an interesting support area here on Meta around 490. I could easily see this bouncing. Honestly, I would like it. I would like it to bounce to all-time highs, or at least close to it. Maybe around 520, 525. I would like to play the 530 break if we do get the upside, but I don't know. We'll just have to see, guys. You got any questions for me? Anyone on YouTube or Twitch or Twitter, you guys can ask questions as well. I can't see those, so feel free to ask. Let us smash. Yeah, me too. I don't have any positions either. Not really looking to take any. So gonna let this do whatever it wants. Tesla was great today. I made a killing on that. So I'm really happy with how that played out. Did anyone else catch Tesla or trade Tesla today? Earnings were actually not very good, but the stock went up. Sometimes that's just what the market does. So we will see. See what other news we have coming out here on Meta. Nothing in particular here. We do have that TikTok news going on. So, for most of y'all, you may not even understand how that's going to correlate to Meta. But what's probably the closest thing to TikTok? It's going to be Instagram, right? And Meta owns Instagram. So I don't think it's going to end up happening. I don't know that. So basically the details on that, since we have about 2 minutes, I'm going to go over here. Biden is signing into place that TikTok will be banned unless they sell to an American company. It's kind of a strong arm way to do it, but they don't want China owning the company that collects so much data on everyone. So they're kind of trying to strong arm the situation to where TikTok will then sell out for many, many billions of dollars to an American company. Which I think would be good. But let's say that TikTok doesn't do it. Well, that's going to open up a huge gap, in market share for this short-term content. And if TikTok's gone out of America, well, Meta and Instagram are going to swoop in because they pretty much copied it with the Instagram Reels. So that's just something else to keep in mind. So I don't think that's going to get reflected here on these earnings unless they talk about it in the earnings call when I don't think Mark Zuckerberg talks, but the executives and Meta will talk. And if they start bringing that up about how they have big plans to take over this, what could be a huge gap in the market, that could really bump the stock price. I don't know. So Key MC, how is NASDAQ going to react today in the next few days, please? Well, I wish I could give you a perfect answer on that, Key, but the thing is, nobody knows. No one really knows that, what the market's going to do. So hang on, we have 5 seconds here. Let's watch this print. You guys watch the right side of my screen. I hope you can see the numbers. If not, I'm going to say it out loud. 1 second. So 936,894 shares got sold 2 times. Those are pretty big sell orders. We're seeing 70,000, about 20,000 here. So some big sells coming in. So let's bump down on maybe a 15-minute chart here, maybe even a 5, and we'll watch Meta here. Okay, so back to what you're talking about, Nasdaq. No one really knows, but what I would say is a lot of it's going to depend on how these big tech names do, right? So within the Nasdaq, it's pretty much just technology stocks, right? You have Meta, Tesla, Google, Microsoft, Nvidia, all that stuff is within the Nasdaq. So depending on how these stocks do is going to move the overall Nasdaq. So yesterday Tesla did good. Tesla did end up bringing up the market a little bit. Had some selling pressure today, so I don't really know. But pretty much what you're doing right now, TMC, is going against. You're betting on the fact that these tech earnings don't do very good. Typically, that's kind of a rough place to be. But you never really know. Meta could do terrible here and drop, and it's going to pull the market down. But that's typically why at least for my trading strategy, I'm not much of a swing trader. I'm just looking to day trade the intraday moves and move on. So we will see what happens here. Looks like the call is an hour after the close. The number should come out here at one point, though, so we'll see. Any other questions on that, guys? I'll say it again because there's more people in here now. Anyone on Twitter, YouTube, or Twitch, you can ask questions, and I can answer those. Discord, you guys know how it goes. But so far here, a little bit of a bump in Meta, about $2-ish. Let's see what happens. Well, not seeing any questions right now. So I guess we can talk about some other things. There are some other earnings coming out. I know Chipotle is today, CMG. No move yet. They had some buys here at close. Something to point out, though, in Chipotle is they are planning to do a 50-1 split on, what is that, June 26th. So about 2 months away here from their split. So that might be something that they're going to talk about on the earnings call, which could help them. Chipotle has been doing really, really good this year, super strong. Kind of got a little wedge pattern here on the yearly. So I wouldn't be surprised to see this kind of rip up. Chipotle sometimes has pretty crazy earnings moves. Look back here. We had a move from about 24.88 all the way up, and we hit a high of 27.25. So, a little under a 300-point move there in one day. What was the other one? I think, was it IBM? I think is today. IBM is today as well. So we'll see what happens there. Seeing some buying coming in. We actually saw some heavy selling right at close. So we will see. Meta's the big name, though. Meta's going to be the one that moves. It's already starting to get a little crazy. Who's got predictions on this? You guys are being quiet. Let's see. What are these contracts pricing in here? IV 147%. Wow, that's actually kind of high. Looks like there's more open interest. Well, there's some open interest on these 550s. It's kind of a big one. It's a 10% move on this. 530s as well. 530 after the call. Yeah, honestly, if I had to bet on this, I'd probably think upside. But, you never really know. Everything pointed to negative and bad news on Tesla yesterday. And we ended up ripping. But that's just kind of how things go. I think tech is going to be something. Whoa, look at that. 475, guys. Boom. That is no good. Look at this. Could easily change, easily rip back up. But to me, this already, I can just kind of tell by this. This does not look good here. I don't see a number yet. 450 here, already about a 50-point drop on this. Unreal. No numbers yet, at least on my phone here. It's been a good start to the year. Mark Zuckerberg said, well, stock price isn't looking too good, my friend. Not seeing anything in particular here. But yeah, big drop. So let's just wait. Probably see some Meta platforms. Here we go. So Q1 ad revenue was 35.6 billion. Expected was 35.57. So just kind of barely beat on that. EPS was 471. Estimates were 430. So both of those to me look good. Those beat expectations, but sometimes it's just the stock market for you. So we got about a 60-point drop here, which is pretty crazy. I don't know that this is going to bounce back up. I wonder who has puts. But wow, that was pretty aggressive there. I'm going to quickly go look at Chipotle and IBM. Chipotle, nothing. IBM, nothing either. Back to Meta here. What a move, guys. Well, this is going to kill this. Let's see what levels we have down here. Straight through this. I think we're going to have a look at this. Okay, this is actually going to be pretty exciting maybe tomorrow. So right now we're down around 440, right? Well, we have this gap, and I'm just going to kind of quickly draw it here. We have this gap now from about 453 all the way to about 395. So this huge rectangle here is a gap from the last earnings. So now if we can fall back into this, we might see a lot of selling pressure come into this. We might see some nice day trades here to the downside. So that is something to keep in mind for sure. However, obviously we closed around 495 today. So there's also going to be a gap for about, $40, $50. Wow, we're already in the 30s here, guys. I'm going to go back to the low 435. Goodbye, Meta. Well, that's not what I thought, but that was kind of exciting. But like I said, that's why I got on here a little bit earlier to show you guys that print right at close. Sometimes that'll be a indication of what's about to happen. We saw two pretty much million share sells. So let's just say 1 million shares times, what was it, 495 at close ish. So 495 million, and pretty much times two because there was two of those orders. So almost $1 billion got wiped off of Meta right at close. At least $1 billion order came through. So that's kind of exciting. But sitting here about 440. I wonder if this keeps going lower. I don't want it to go much lower. I would rather kind of chill out around this 440, 450 level so we can actually end up playing lows tomorrow into this gap, because the gap is down to about 395. So we've almost taken out half of this gap here. Pretty crazy. Discord, you guys got anything for me? Ford, that giant green candle. Oh, Ford was another one today. Good looks on that. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, not too bad. Ford and Tesla. Look at this buying coming in here on times and sales. Ford moving pretty nice. I'm going to set an alert on Meta here to see if there's a new low. Cool. All right. What's up, RB? What's the deal with the Meta drop? Yeah, I don't know. Not really something that I expected happening. I mean, I didn't swing trade it or anything, but um, I thought this probably has a chance to go up. I would have rather it have gone up, but I guess you missed me talking about the gap. If you go on the yearly chart, you can see a big gap that we're now hitting from the previous earnings. So might get some good downside trades out of this for the next few days. You caught some of Tesla today, right, RB? Or you kind of battled back, if I remember right. Today was fun. Good. Good, good, good. Yeah, I don't know, Porter. Let me put my headphones on so I can hear you. But yeah, earnings just yeah, it's pretty crazy here. Yeah, we hit a low of 435. So this could yeah, we'll see. If you go on the yearly chart, though, there's a big gap that we're in now. What's that? I would hope not. The gap from the previous earnings was, I think it ends at 3 like 95, and it starts, I think, around like 460, 450. So we're now in the gap. I don't know if you're looking on my screen or not, but you can see it back here. Let's see, it starts about 453, so we'll call it 450. The gap starts down here about 395. So we've already obviously taken about a quarter of that gap, maybe like a third of it out from this move already. But I don't know. I don't know what was so bad. From the numbers that I saw, they beat on everything from revenue to EPS. They beat on ad revenue. So yeah, pretty crazy. Let's go see what else is going on. Ford, see that's continuing nice. Chipotle. Ooh, look at this move on Chipotle here, about $100. Nice, as I would expect. This has been doing very well. People probably want to get into this before the split in 2 months. IBM tanked a little bit, nothing too crazy. Meta's probably going to start chilling out now down here. We're about 15 minutes in, so the call isn't for another 45 minutes. I'm not going to wait around that long, but we'll see. That could change things. I don't think that I don't think we're going to bounce, but maybe it'll save it a little bit. I don't know, Porter. What do you think? You got any thoughts on this? Oh yeah. Yeah. No. Well, you want it to come down to I don't know. I mean, that was probably a $3-4 candle there. Anyone on Twitter, you guys can ask questions. There's a lot more y'all in here now, so feel free. Let us, rip calls on Meta for sure. Old Zuckerberg. But yeah, I mean, I think this is pretty much it, guys. I mean, I'll stick around for another maybe like 5-10 more minutes, but this is probably the move here until the earnings call comes out in about 45 minutes. Chipotle, pretty massive move here from about $29.20 a share up to $3,085 a share. So that's pretty cool. What else? Ford. Looks like we've kind of gotten the initial move on everything. So, like I said, I think things are probably going to chill out until their earnings calls. It looks like Ford's call is in 45 minutes as well. What was the other one? IBM that fell off, right? Yep. Boom, boom. Well, are there any last minute questions or tickers you want me to look at for tomorrow? For anyone that is wanting to live trade tomorrow. Let's see, it's going to be Thursday, so I will be doing a free live trading stream tomorrow morning at market open. I always start 10 minutes before the open to do kind of a pre-market review. So that'll be good. You're going to be watching Meta and Tesla for sure. You're watching DocuSign. What's going on with DocuSign? What'd that do to Tesla? Tesla is still sitting around 162. This is a pretty crazy. I don't know how many of y'all saw my post today for my trade ideas, but I just want y'all to look at this. This isn't me bragging. This isn't me doing anything. But this is what you get when you have years of experience of watching one stock. Look how I drew this out pre-market, and look how it happened. It's my one and only trade idea of the day. And such a good trade today. Kind of tricky off the open, very easy to get caught. But yeah, awesome trade. Well, I guess I'll look at Meta here again, but looks like things are slowing up, guys. I don't want to keep you here forever, but Meta, overall bad move today. I don't know what happened from all the numbers that I saw. From all the numbers that I saw, it seemed good. So very surprised at this. Don't really know what happened. Porterhouse puts. I don't know if that's a joke or not. Well, guys, I guess I can wrap things up now. Like I said, I don't think Meta's really going to go anywhere until the call. Maybe it'll move some more. I don't know. This could be down even more in the morning. We don't really know. Kind of depends on what the market's going to do. The call is in 40 minutes, Porter. 40 minutes. Yeah. So, all right. Well, guys, I'll wait about one more minute. If there's any last minute questions, again, I could sit here for another 45 minutes, but that's just kind of a waste of time until the call comes out. For anyone swinging options, you can't even get in or out anyways. So best of luck to whoever took this trade. If they did, kind of gambled it. Um, not really something I like to do, but good luck tomorrow. Definitely going to be watching this to the downside. Like I said, I do have live trading tomorrow, and I also have a premium lesson tomorrow. Let me go check out my schedule real quick. See what I'm going to be covering. Should be fundamental analysis for day traders. So I'm going to be going over like economic indicators and how impactful they are, where I find that information, earnings reports, corporate news analysis, going to be going over that kind of stuff. And then, identifying different sectors and how they're moving. So whether it's oil or tech or biotech or home builder or whatever it is, identifying kind of what sectors are hot, where I should be looking. Just kind of a little sneak peek on stuff I'll be talking about is like right now, what's going on overseas. Well, typically, if you ever have some sort of war going on, oil prices are going to be going up, especially if it's in the Middle East. And also defense stocks are going to be stuff that you should watch. New low here on Meta. So stuff like Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, typically Boeing, but Boeing's kind of an outlier right now with how negative the news is. So little stuff like that just kind of comes with experience. You say this is the topic? Yeah, so that's going to be topic for tomorrow night. What's going on, Pookie? What's going on? I'm a good AMTC. Yeah, I'm surprised Meta sold off as well. Pretty crazy. 430 here, making new lows. The call's not for another like 40 minutes. So, yeah, we'll see. I hope it doesn't fill the entire gap. That would kind of suck. It would kind of make a gap within a gap, which would be weird. So, yeah, guys. Well, if there's any last minute questions, more than happy to answer them. But if not, then we can wrap things up. Meta may just kind of sell off here until the call, but who knows? Thanks, Pookie. Yeah, we'll talk about that more soon. I need to get that all sorted out, dates and stuff. Yeah, Pookie, if you haven't realized, Porter just found the 1 second chart. So I think he's going to be a scalper now. Come trade with me on the 1 second chart. No tick chart. Yeah, that one's even crazier. I guess it is. Yeah. One last thing I'll talk about before I head out of here, but I don't know if you guys know about trading imbalances. Those are pretty crazy during earnings. I've seen some people do that. That's some crazy trading right there. If you think day trading's fast. Yeah. Candles are, if you look at ticks compared to candles, yeah, there's no stupid questions here at all. Thanks for answering that. But yeah, candles are very much more appealing to the eye than a tick chart for sure. I think I can pull one up here. Let's see. Tick. 1 day aggregation period. Tick. So look, these are just every transaction here. So this is how a candle is moving, right? But this is just every transaction, which is the crazy thing. So there you go. There's your lesson on ticks. So yeah, cool. Well, guys, I still got a lot of stuff to do today, so I'm probably going to wrap things up. Thanks as always for being here. And like I said, live trading tomorrow morning and a premium lesson tomorrow night. Could be kind of a crazy day. We have more earnings coming out tomorrow. We are going to be doing an earnings stream with Microsoft and Google tomorrow. So make sure to tune into that. That's going to be pretty wild. But we should get some better moves later on this week after these earnings can kind of get out of the way. Next couple names I would look out for would be like stuff like NVIDIA and AMD. We also have Boeing, I think. Was that this morning or was that tomorrow morning? One of the two. But keep that stuff in mind. Again, could be a lot of better price action and stuff to be trading later on in the week. So tune into our live sessions. And other than that, guys, have a good rest of the day.